wait for the board to go to my house. When I get back, I'm like, why? Do that.
Who's putting chairs in the middle of the walkway?
That's Riley.
Not cool.
Well, we have to lower the student body like some way or another.
That ain't gonna cut it. That's just gonna irritate people.
Riley, I did something for you.
I have 2 cars in mine.
Yay,
I have
Riley.
none.
You wanna buy one? I'll sell you.
You call him pretty with an I?
And then you drive to Lincoln.
Yes.
Bring the Lincoln.
I can't.
Why?
It's not titled.
Well,
What does that even mean?
come in at night.
It's not titled.
It doesn't have registration.
Only Riley is pretty with an I.
So if I got pulled over.
Just come in at night.
Oh yeah, that's a real smart idea.
I'll tell you when the cops aren't in town.
Oh.
They were both in town last night,
I
so there's
know.
a good chance they're not
How do you
tonight.
spell word? Is it B-R-I-T-T-I?
What is he?
Pretty.
Pretty.
I-T-T-Y.
I could even go first.
Keegan would like to meet up with you later and have a
I
conversation.
heard that Keegan's been looking for me, but.
Paige, he looked for you this morning too, and you weren't here, and he was disappointed.
No.
No, it's with a Y.
Why? And it's an E.
No.
Oh, what?
You
Am I
saw
spell
me
it?
spell that in math class.
Yeah, you didn't know how to spell pretty.
Yes, but I
That's
can't
very
allow
sick.
that. That is not a cool way to spell pretty, even if you are. It's an E.
Dude.
Dude, don't touch that. No, that's an E.
That's an
No.
I. It needs to be an E.
Oh, is that why?
The Y is better than the I. At least it's the right letter.
Congrats, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mrs. Schneider. Let's see what Erica talked to, or did she not?
No.
She's at the doctor, she had doctor's appointment at 10:30, but she left at 9:30 this morning.
What's wrong with her?
She's so,
Isabel,
she's,
get the I out of that word.
She's sick. Riley likes it
So-
so that way.
They're fixing her before she has to play against who's a flat.
Wrong. Just like a mullet, it's just wrong.
Although when I met you, you had one.
Uh-uh.
Yes, you did.
Nope.
Yes, you did.
Is
It's
Mr.
just a
Schneider
little
lying
longer in
to
the
us?
back. It was just a little longer in the back.
Can you see a picture?
You want
I
me to
doubt
find
it.
it? I bet I can.
Yes, I
Yeah,
wanna
find
find
a
one.
picture. I wanna see it.
You have more. You're not proud of it.
I'll find a
I can tell.
picture. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have one.
I'm gonna guess you're going to Facebook.
I am going to, because I think Ty has posted a picture of him and the boys when they were little, and he still kind of has it. Our wedding picture, but.
When my parents got married, my dad had a mustache.
Seriously?
Awesome.
I bet that
That's
looks
funny.
pretty funny.
When my parents got married, I'm pretty sure my dad had a mullet.
Last time I shaved my mustache was approximately 32 years ago today.
I've never seen his top lip.
Except when
My dad was really skinny.
He's still kind of.
Well, yeah, he's
3 days
skinny, he
before
just
my
got
last
zero
basketball
inch.
game,
Did you
my
all go to
senior year
Mr.
in high
Glaser's
school.
birthday?
Because
You
Coach
know,
gave
I
me
knew
a
that.
Not until.
We can't tell us
So
on
you
Facebook,
are
so.
Yeah.
48?
when she had.
That's
50.
true, that's how
Oh,
many
yeah.
birthdays
I was 18.
Terrible.
No, I have
32.
birthdays memorized.
Yeah, I have quite a lot of birthdays.
That will go away.
You don't look that
My
old.
grandma has all of her grandkids' birthdays
It's
memorized,
just
but
their
she has to
third.
go through the.
I know my birthday.
I just never did it.
Really?
Is this all we're gonna get?
Yeah, the rest of them are at.
Erica got hurt last night?
No, she's just sick. She's been sick for a while, but it just gets worse, so she's been. We're missing someone.
Gonna try and
It
get
does
better
too.
before
We're missing
Friday.
a
lot of people, Haley.
Well, who all, okay, so Parker and Daniel are gone to the thingy.
And Brooklyn.
Erica.
And Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is
You
in this
wanted it.
class,
Is she? Oh, yeah, she is.
Hi, Matt.
but she wasn't going.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's right, it's Cooper job.
I thought Paige said
Yeah,
she went to
actually,
Norfolk.
yeah, in the morning
There's a whole
she
bunch
had
of kids
Northville
going
and then
today,
she
don't
had
we?
us- What? She
What?
said something about an orthodontist in the morning and then she doesn't
Are
play
they
until
singing
1.
today?
I don't know.
It's a band contest.
Band contest. Band
We don't do
contest.
anything.
No, we're going to discuss today, I think, unless Mr. Schneider had a different plan.
Can we
Brooklyn,
watch the time machine?
Parker,
Can we watch the time machine?
Daniel.
Daniel, Mason, Erica.
I need to, remember to grab that.
I got Trevor, Jamie, Paige, Isabel, Ty, Hunter,
Hello, Mrs. Keller.
Alex, Gracie, Kid. 11 kids in class.
That was not fair. yesterday.
8, 9, 10,
Right now,
11.
grab that cup.
Yeah.
I missed you guys too.
We're in Burke on the other days.
Oh, yeah?
She was home taking a nap, I'm sure. Or shopping.
I missed you guys too. Yeah, I was out in Reynoldsburg. I have to be there again tomorrow actually, unless it snows, then I'll be on.
Reynoldsburg is HS Square?
Yes, they are one of the high schools.
That's the one that's connected to the junior college.
Yes, it is.
Cool. I was there.
Oh,
We did bodies out there.
that's right. Yeah, they have their bodies program with Jessica Coley, right?
I don't know. It was a summer 1 week deal.
Huh.
It's gonna happen. Hey, June plugged that.
It was
It
pretty
was
cool.
either Pam or Jessica probably.
Grad student from OSU
Oh, okay.
was running it, and then there was 2 or 3 more people trying to learn how to run it. So I'm sure she was there
We need to get you started, okay?
trying to pick up how to do it.
We'll get you started, we'll get you started.
So,
Oh, see,
what do we need to talk about?
no more of that.
What's left to talk about from our class last time?
You can't feel his eyes on the back of your head, but they're there.
Well, Hunter and.
I know.
No, we weren't.
You need to listen.
I'm listening.
Okay, turn around and give eye contact.
Last time we had the kids from med school,
Yep.
and I think kids, and you think they're old.
Yeah, they are.
The one
That guy
guy
was like
old.
not even 40 and he was gray.
Yeah.
What is that?
He's not even 40 and I'm 50, so he's a kid.
All grass.
Wait,
I
so
thought he
how
was
does your hair
snazzy.
turn gray, kiddo?
With
I don't
stress. I'd like my husband to look like
They,
that when he
people
gets
say
older.
it's with stress, but I
Maybe
don't
not
know.
at
That's what I
38.
say.
If it was
Stress.
stress, Mr.
Well,
Holbeck's
like-
head would be bald.
Or yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Like if he was 48, yeah.
So is gray hair genetic?
Sure.
Possible.
That's a good question.
That is
What
a
did you
good
ask
question.
again?
My
Right.
grandmother had no colored hairs on her entire head by the time she was 22.
My grandma's hair isn't gray and she is, hasn't dyed it.
She started turning by 19.
Answer that. Is it genetic?
Turning gray?
She was completely white by 22.
That's gonna
Lack
be
of
weird.
vitamin C.
Mrs. Keller?
Needs more oranges.
She's gone.
Oh, is she?
Yep, she stepped away for a sec. So what do we need to talk about besides
Hair, this way.
the guy's hair?
Husband.
They brought up like 8,000 different ideas, right?
So yesterday I tried filling out that sheet and I couldn't remember what that one.
His pin?
Chandler.
I'm losing it.
Chandler Hunt.
But
But I
it
have a
was
question.
going to be gynecology.
OBGYN.
Yeah, I didn't remember what the fancy
I
word
remembered
was
quite
for,
a
so
lot.
I just put OBGYN.
But if you put OBGYN into thing,
Afternoon SRB.
Yeah, I never thought of
you don't
that.
even have to put
Juniors
spaces or
and
nothing.
seniors
Mash it
go
together.
to Mr. Mutter's room. Freshmen and sophomores go to Mrs. Ziegler's room.
I didn't know what the last,
was supposed to
last
go-
question meant.
What's the last question?
The assignment
Yeah.
in your Google
Okay,
portfolio.
good, good.
Career clusters related to this job.
Just a minute, Jamie, I'm looking something up real quick here.
Yes.
Just a minute, Jamie. What?
Did it ask about your
Oh,
interests,
SRB this
or
afternoon?
did it just ask about the careers?
Where do you guys go for
And then
SRB?
you wanna do something in that
Ziegler's,
field.
Mrs. Ziegler's room.
Yeah.
So what's a career cluster?
Cluster of careers.
Pretty much. What's that mean?
Say it again, please. Eat, and then you're gonna go to Mrs.
Group of
Ziegler's room.
careers that are somewhat related.
They're related. That's why they've been grouped.
So
That's
like
why they're clustered.
OBGYN.
Would be related to what?
Page,
Gynecology.
catch what I throw.
Okay, and?
Alright. Women.
But isn't that gynecology?
Babies and women.
Okay, so pediatrics.
Yes.
Pediatric oncology and pediatric neurosurgery, like Dr. Ben Carson. You
Just
see on the
listen
news
for a
every once in a
minute.
while,
We have
right?
a class discussion real quick.
All of those things are kind of related, so that would be a career cluster.
Say it again. No singing.
Manufacturing is a
Mrs.
career
Wilson
cluster?
is at the bank.
It might be wood,
Eat and then go to
Building
Mrs.
cabinets?
Ziegler's room.
it might be wood, building
Trailer?
crates, pallets. It might be the steel production that gets put on the pallets. You might be building a product of some kind that goes on a pallet. All of those are kind of related. They're right? That's a career cluster. What else you wanna know? What else was in that conversation that we didn't get time to talk about last time? We kinda rushed you through that, so
What
that we
more
could
of the
get to
big
Jim.
words meant?
Pardon me?
What more of the big words meant?
I
Like
actually,
what?
yeah, I actually thought his vocabulary, except for what his tumor name was, but I thought his vocabulary was actually, they did a really good job of keeping it. I think the chick person, Chandler, was that her name?
Mhm.
I think she wanted to be a little more hierarchical. I think she wanted to make more of a separation between herself and the rest of the world. But I thought he was really good with the way but I trusted him. I could so see him being a doctor for me.
Do you say she was like?
I thought she was a little off-putting.
Like
But
she
again,
thought she
I am
had-
that way with females anyway. So
Like she thought she was.
I got that feeling
You
I
judge
did
people
too.
when they tell, like, if this person was like talking in front of you and it was a female, you start judging her
because she's female. It's a terrible trait for a female to have.
Well, she kept like telling us she did very good in high. She's
Yeah,
a very good high school
right.
student.
Yeah, those little comments just kind of. But I thought he was more. I thought he was more in tune with the audience. Her approach would have been really good in front of college kids, I think. But I thought he was better in tune with the high school kids, which may be because he's got 3 of them.
And the fact that she
She has
took an
3 high school
ACT
kids?
4
No,
times,
3
but she got a
kids.
26,
3 kids.
26, 27,
So
29,
they're 3 in
or
high
something
school.
like that.
No, I don't think they're in high school. What? Yeah, that's Mrs. Keller. Yeah, I don't need to see her. She can see me when I turn
I don't
around
know
and
why
go
you
over there.
take it 4 times if you had a 26. I
Right,
mean, I'd
right,
be
right,
proud
right.
of that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Riley. We digressed there a little bit. Vocab.
Hmm?
Vocab.
I just didn't know what any like the big words meant. And I don't know.
Did you realize that David was
God bless
trying to
you.
keep his vocabulary relatable to you?
Yeah.
He was making an attempt, but some of the things that he needed to talk about, you just can't.
Dumb it down very well.
I mean, how do you
Just
dumb down
listen, Jamie.
osteoporosis?
Just listen.
Ouchies in your body.
If you're gonna talk about osteoporosis, you have to use the word, right?
Yeah.
And you can't dumb it down. You can tell people that that's your bones coming apart because of your age and they don't rebuild like they should, and they're becoming brittle and porous. And osteo means bone, and porosis means porous, so your bones are getting holes in them because they don't regenerate when the old cells die, quite
Is
like
that
they
related
should.
to calcium deficiency?
That's why women need calcium, because women are more prone to osteoporosis than men.
Women are?
Yes.
Why?
It has to do
Body
with this.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Is there?
I want a better explanation.
The pH levels, the hormone levels in your body are different than mine.
It has to do with.
Mine is more like all the guys than any of the girls.
Mrs. Keller, you might have some background information on that because you are married to an OBGYN.
Do they get like worse as you get older?
Yes.
I actually don't know much about osteoporosis other than my mom has it, and it's important to drink a lot of milk and make sure your calcium intake is good when you're female, especially when you're pregnant.
There you go, ladies.
And being a systemic thinker, time out. Being a systemic thinker, I find it imperative that I tell you that a lot of the vitamins that you find on the shelf at Walmart
Don't work.
don't work because your body can't use them in the way that they're given in those particular vitamins. Some vitamins are
What
more
about calcium in
absorbable
orange
than
juice?
others. Yes. Calcium that's in foods is more absorbable than calcium that's in a pill.
So dairy products.
So you should
Fruit
drink
products.
orange juice instead of
Certain
taking
I
vegetables
hate orange juice.
have vitamin C in them.
Let's get these certain kinds of orange
Sunny D
juice.
is out
I don't
on
drink
juice.
milk.
That's not.
Sunny D is too orange.
No, it's not.
Sunny don't like.
Certain pills are more absorbable than others.
Liquid gels.
It depends on exactly what form that calcium is in, or that vitamin C, or that vitamin D, or whatever it is that you're trying to give yourself. Some kinds of that are more absorbable than others. And that requires research, because I don't know.
You don't know.
But people do, and it's on the internet, and if you wanna know, look it up. I know that Paul Harvey used to do a commercial for Citracal. And in that commercial, it said that the calcium that's in Citracal is more absorbable than the other kinds of calcium supplements. I don't know if that was just some ad guy writing some garbage that isn't true, or if that was scientifically accurate.
You just don't know until you know.
Just take
Yet
more pills.
you would have to look it up. I'll bet you somebody has done a study on it at a college and written it up, and it's available on the internet.
This is kind of the ELA portion of this curiosity from me, but how many of you stalked them on the web after they left?
So,
Looked up their names?
Oh, the girls did.
No, we were looking
They
at
were
Jim.
lying. They're lying.
Wait, what is Jim's name?
Oh, they were looking at Jim
Jim
online.
Bruner.
They were Googling Mr. Bruner to find out
How do you
more
spell
about
his
him.
last name?
Bruner, B-R-U-N-E-R.
Yeah,
They,
we were.
but did you? I looked, and to be honest with you, I found a David Christensen on Facebook who's also an engineer, who's also from the East Coast, who is also going through medical school, but it's not the same guy. Which to me is just really wackadoodle in the world, so.
And we
But I
had,
could also find a Ty Schneider, who's going to college in Minot.
and we had a David Christensen in this room
Right, they're all
As a
spelled
student.
differently, but, yes.
not too long ago.
Maybe that's him.
This
No,
isn't
it
the
isn't.
right. Oh, I
That
thought-
guy was the
So-
guy that worked on my toe.
He's right here. Speak to him. He's not telling you.
There you go.
Mrs. Kellert, how would we calculate the odds on that?
Why didn't you know I was-
Oh, I don't know. You have to
Oh.
find all the different. Well, I guess it depends on how common your name is.
That is true, and
You
how
have
would we
to look
ever
up
figure that out?
The years around
Where's
when
the
you were
website?
born, or the span of years to find out how common your name was, and then how many kids were born.
And then divide it by the
That's a
population
whole
of the
design
US.
project right there.
Good Lord.
Or the
No,
population of the
please
world.
not.
Jim Bruner's.
I think by the end of that, I'd be going.
Probably true, because he could be a German
Ooh, I'm
in
reading
the
about
US
Mrs. Keller.
or college.
Yep.
Mrs. Kellert, they're stalking you on the web.
That's always
Oh,
fun
that's
to do.
okay.
They're
I
on-
don't know if you can find anything that interesting.
It looks like the past page.
It is her.
It is.
So, guys, how big is the gap between 12th grade and 13th?
Like middle school
It's
and high
like a
school.
gap that people shouldn't date at that age, but you know.
You are funny today.
Or not? But she's trying hard. You gotta give her that. When we go to Brookings, the guy that runs the gross anatomy lab up there is gonna tell you it's kind of like walking out of 6th grade graduation
We're not
and,
going.
and walking into
Because-
12th grade.
We don't want to go.
Nice.
Going from 12th to 13th is kind of like that.
Oh boy, okay.
Make us excited.
Your first year of college is gonna kick you in the face.
Yeah.
But not necessarily. I mean,
If you sit on your butt and just try and get through high school, it will kick you in the face.
all right. So I
If you try to
have
learn stuff, you'll be all right.
an answer as well to the gray hair dilemma here.
Oh, we're back to
Each, well, we are because I was curious about this.
that.
Each hair follicle grows separately, and each hair follicle contains its own amount of melanin. That melanin loss is what actually creates the gray hair, which is why you can see individual hairs, and it's not just like this skunk section that's going on with me. Stress and shock can speed the process, but researchers don't know why.
Probably.
So it doesn't cause it, but it aids in its quickness. So
Probably linked to the melanin levels.
To me, it's kind of like running out of ink in your printer.
Yeah.
It's gonna run out sometime, and the more stress you put on your printer, the faster it's gonna run out of ink.
Some people get more ink.
well, and it's from the Medical Daily Pulse. They tell me as well that you can look to your parents and your grandparents, and that's a pretty good indicator of when you will start to turn gray.
Mid 40s.
I don't know.
Mid 40s, early 50s.
I know that my oldest son, our oldest son, is just about as bald as the day is long anymore. He kind of does the whole comb over thing yet, but he's later than what my dad was. My dad was pretty much bald all of his life.
He graduated from high school. He was bald for 2 years already.
That's how James's dad was.
So
That's weird. I'd hate
I
to
don't
be
know.
all the Jews myself while you're in high school.
hormones, age, the climate we live in, toxins, and chemical exposure affect your hair pigmentation. That's all very cool and interesting to me.
And away she went. So,
there she
Oh, no, she's here.
Just listen.
Yep.
It's in there.
In and
Jamin,
out.
we're having a class discussion. You just need to listen, kiddo. Okay? You can do that.
Are we done talking about the med students?
Maybe if you wanna be.
I'm curious a little bit about, were you surprised by anything?
I was surprised they came.
Why?
I don't
It's
know.
kind of their job. But I think it's tied into the hospital too, because I saw Christensen walking into the hospital last night on my way to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Who?
In the back door, so.
It's a requirement of their program that they go to the high
Right.
schools. They have to go to like 3 or 4 each.
I was
So
surprised
like,
when
do
I
they
walked in
like
class.
stay in Arbor?
I don't know. We're only 77 miles from Yankton. I would guess that he's driving from there. I will tell you as well that they had this in Mount Vernon too the other day. Day before yesterday, they had it in Mount Vernon as well. And I think they got duds because they weren't excited at all about what they heard. So I think we got a couple that were really good. And you've seen these guys before, not these two doctors, but these med students have been out before. How do they feel? How do you feel? This was a good presentation in
Yeah.
Retrospect?
Yeah. This one was more about them, and the last one was more about the program. The first group that came here, I thought they were trying to talk everybody into going to USD med school.
Yeah.
And these guys were just explaining what they were doing.
Yeah.
I like that
they're not,
better.
They're not just like, yeah, I mean, you should like, you have to go here. It's.
These two bothered me from a speech perspective because I wanted her to put her coat down and I wanted them to move away from the board and I wanted them to interact.
Yeah.
Her coat was kind of.
I know,
She's
it
kinda
drove me
awkward
nuts.
up
And I
there.
wanted to invite her to put her coat down.
There the whole time.
Maybe she's pregnant. She's on
Psychology,
TV.
time
There you
out, psychology.
She's holding
Why
it.
did she hold that coat in front of her
It was
all
a
the
tactic
time?
to help her.
Was her coat not between you and her?
Yeah.
Was she not hiding behind the coat? That was a protection mechanism?
Yeah, but
Maybe she was,
when
like,
you're in
nervous or
surgery, if you get
something.
nervous, you're not gonna be like, oh, this quote's between
Yeah.
me and this person.
No, but that's, you guys do things like that too. You guys back up as far as you can possibly get.
And get into the
If you
corner.
can go around the corner and be half behind the bookshelf over there, you will.
Daniel Foos.
You leave your coats on, you
You
don't
guys all used to go into the
take your
corner.
coats off and get your shirt out and show people what you are and who you are.
And then in the English room, it's always hot.
Maybe if I wore what? Huh? A sweatshirt? Yeah, I got one on.
Alright.
It's a protective mechanism.
Yeah, you guys,
Yeah.
this translates to how you interact with me on the computer sometimes. Like, sometimes people will be facing me exactly and you'll ask questions and interact, we'll have a conversation. Other times you guys will be like this. Okay, I have a question about this one thing. And it's really distracting, and I haven't learned some of your names until recently because of that, but I know you all now.
It's psychology and it's hiding and it's something that you gotta get over. She did that one. She didn't even know she was doing that one. She just thought she was being comfortable. But she was hiding and protecting herself. Now that you know that, do you feel sorry for her because she was nervous in front of the class?
I don't.
Maybe.
Sophomore,
I know it's because
didn't work
females have a
sophomores
special
in high
spot in
school.
my
She's
heart.
in a strange building she's never been in before. She's talking to a bunch of people she's never talked to before.
She's
And
in
there's
college.
4 adults in here gonna question her.
Yeah, but she's from a small college.
So?
She's still from
Well, it's like-
college.
And we were bombarding
Okay,
them with
and
questions.
you're from a
No,
TPBL
we
class?
weren't. Mr. and Mrs. Schneider
Oh,
were.
yeah.
She's probably gave many speeches in front of people. She's comfortable with this.
Did any of you question why they came to South Dakota?
Yes.
I was wondering if they're.
I
That's
thought
what
she
she
was
was learning
from
from New
South
York.
Dakota, right?
And he
No.
was from South, or no, his
Wife was
his
from
wife.
She
family
was from
South Dakota.
Iowa.
Yes, she was.
from
She was from Iowa, down by Sioux City.
And he was from like New York.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
his
so
wife was from up-
Alcester?
I
Chester.
think- Chester, yeah.
Chester.
Elsester. Elka Seltzer.
Okay, you've lost your speech.
Don't get it. And that seems to be played out, so let's move on. When we got done talking to them, we got to talk to Jim.
Yeah, he is very bam to the point.
Yes.
And wants to tell you you're not smart.
Oh, he
Oh,
never said
no.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
That's what I was feeling like he was telling
no,
me.
No.
So you
Okay.
guys, what made him sound so smart? That's really interesting.
Like
Why do you guys have that perception? I mean, I totally agree with
He
you. He's
seemed
very intelligent.
knowledgeable
But
with
compared
what
to how
he
we
was
were just
doing.
talking about the medical students, what was it about Jim and his presence and how he spoke to you guys, how he addressed the subject of infographics that made him smart?
Some of the words he
Right.
used, and he was just.
He was so confident about it.
Yeah, and he knew, like, he acted like he knew exactly what he was, well, he does know exactly what he's talking about.
But he
And-
sounded like he had lots of fun doing what he was doing, and just like he knew what he was talking about and just wanted to do it.
Oh.
He wasn't like,
So time out. Just purely from an English teacher's speech perspective, if you stand in front and hide behind stuff and use words like 20 times in a 8-minute presentation like one of the kids did during one of my study halls yesterday, you don't sound real smart. But if you're passionate and confident, you do sound smart. Is that what I just heard you say?
he used a few ums because he was trying to get the words,
Yep.
but he
Did-
didn't use them the whole time.
Did you think he was stupid because he was saying or did you think he was just searching for the right word to get the point across?
He didn't say that much.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
Trying to get.
You can do that so many times you get away with it, and if you go past that limit, then you start sounding stupid,
And it's-
right?
But I'm hearing these guys that they understood his to literally mean he was thinking, not I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Thinking of a way
He was trying to dumb
tell
it
us
down.
so we understood it.
Or,
Your audience knows if
maybe
you're
like-
searching for the exact right word, or if you have no idea and you're searching for something to say. Your audience will know.
Andy said, while he was, trying to pull up a document.
Because he was.
You cannot multitast. The
He
human
uses-
brain cannot multitask. No matter how many times you see that on TV and you hear about it, you cannot.
I can.
You divide the second into chunks. Just like we divide our school day into chunks. And you go to math class. And then when that chunk is over, you go to English class. Jim was dividing his time every second. Part of the second was searching for the file. Part of the second was talking to you guys. And that how much of each second gets brain power to it depends. And it changes every second.
Gymnasty?
God.
And that's why people get brain freeze when they're trying to do 2 or 3 things and talk to you. The talking to you goes away.
But there's certain people that can do multiple tasking ones, like someone that's
No.
trained, like
You just get better at dividing those chunks up and keeping them even, because then you don't see that part of my attention is over here and then it's back, and my attention is over here and then it's back. If it stays even, you don't notice that that's happening. And that's where the texting and driving thing kills people.
Oh.
Because if you divide your time evenly, 1 second on the road, 1 second on the phone, back and forth, if you divide it evenly, you can do that all day long. And you'll probably be fine unless you're going 200 miles an hour in an oval, okay? But that time when you spend 3 seconds down here and then come back up,
yeah.
you guys did the math on that last year. You know that 3 seconds looking at your phone can translate to 200 yards down the highway. And that's 1/8 of a mile, and all kinds of bad stuff can happen in 1/8 of a mile.
So these guys last hour then had to translate onto a sheet of paper what they believed their metaphor was going to be. He said, God bless you.
Thank you.
What their metaphor was going to be for their infographic going forward. How difficult was that then after the fact?
Not very.
Well, I mean,
It wasn't very hard.
it wasn't difficult. It just took a while trying to.
Get it to what we wanted it to be.
And every single one of you took Jim's backbone idea.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I had a really good idea.
I
What's
had
that?
a good idea, and I'm
So I
on
used
it
like
right
the
now.
Go ahead
earth.
and just share your ideas.
So I used like the earth, and then I started at the top and went all the way around it, because you know you start at there and then you go all the way around to 10 million years and then you're back.
Nice.
I do like that one.
Ooh, that's a good
And then you
idea.
can have your old animal and your new animal facing each other right next to each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Nice. I like that.
I just simply took the numbers 10 million and I put them as a branch.
Oh, from our
Interesting.
big numbers unit.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I
And
like that.
then was the old animal in the next end. And then also I had like kind of like, I'm drawing it right now.
I had like
Still brewing.
a log.
A log?
Okay.
L-O-G?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm doing a wolf and it was crossing it and changing as it crossed. And then the 10 million, like it looked like the bark. And then a explosion in the middle because mine was like
Mm-hmm.
nuclear caused it to change.
That makes me want to say timber wolf when you have a log that fell and somebody hollered timber and all was falling and then there's a wolf.
It was a timber wolf too.
Next.
I looked up where my animal was like most popular in the United States, and
Currently?
yeah,
Okay.
and then I like drew that, and then I just put I'm gonna put pictures around that.
Yeah, we need to work on your terminology of most popular.
Yes, that's
Most
where I was
what?
gonna go.
Most what?
Populated.
Pie.
Populous.
That's what I would have gone as populous, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, can I say that?
Where the most animals are is not where they're the most popular, because I'm pretty sure copperheads and rattlesnakes are not popular anywhere.
True.
Right?
they are.
They are when you're making
They can be
medicine.
cured to,
And those Australian spiders that are bigger than a trash can lid,
Oh,
they're not
God,
popular.
no.
you never know.
So what else did somebody have? Those are all good.
Sorry.
Are we scared?
Close is a
Trevor, what'd you come up with? What was your metaphor?
I don't know.
You don't remember or you don't
remember
know?
what you drew?
Oh, what I like use it to, like, for the backboard?
Correct.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know or you don't remember?
I don't remember.
That's a much better answer. I won't yell at you so much for that one. Would you like me to get your sheet out?
Yes.
I have it, remember?
The one that you drew. Oh. Wait, which one?
Not the second assignment that you did, but the first one.
Not the folding one.
Right.
Not the year one.
Birding.
Oh, the one where I had to draw the, I drew a, like a cat-looking thing. but it was
A
supposed to be
cat-looking thing?
dog. It was supposed to be a dog, but it
What was your
a
thought there?
cat.
Tell us
There's
what,
three of
tell
us
us
that
what
did
your
it
thought
all.
was. What was your thought there?
It's okay.
I don't know.
4.
Yeah.
I said a wolf.
Just a minute.
Canis lupus.
I don't know what that means.
Mine was
I had a computer.
saber tooth
Oh.
wolf mix, so it was
So that has now become an
I don't know
easier
the Latin for
thing for you?
saber-tooth. Yeah, that's it.
yes, no, forever hold your peace.
Canis
What
lupus.
happened?
lupus.
Now you
Smilo
understand where
Smilo
your modifications need to come
In
in?
Latin, it smiles his teeth.
Awesome.
something
So,
like that.
question, so where are we supposed to like put the, taxonomic chart at on there?
That's a really good question. That's up to you.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to have words.
No, and keep in mind here, you guys, he didn't say you couldn't have words.
He said,
So you couldn't have like big paragraphs
Correct.
that explain stuff.
He
Yeah.
said,
I understood.
this is what he said. He said you can have words, something, around it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that meant.
Great.
Oh, that's such a
Great
good question.
explanation.
I have questions about that too, actually. How much words do we want to put on our infographic? Because it's an infographic, it should pull us in with the pictures mostly. So where are we including all that information? All the scientific notation, all the extra stuff that we're researching, where does that go?
I have honestly no idea.
Pictures.
What did Jim say that you guys all made instead of an infographic?
Poster.
A poster. Can you
Well,
put an
I said-
infographic on a poster?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so we can make a poster and then put our infographic.
An infographic isn't a poster, but a poster can be an infographic.
True.
It,
A
And what did he say
poster
about
can contain,
captions?
not be.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Kellett, can you say that again?
What did Jim say about captions? Do you guys remember?
He said around them, didn't he? Around the pictures.
Cases captions are fine, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, the captions aren't part of the infographic itself, but you could have like little lines coming from parts of the infographic, or you could have those, what are those called, those little symbols that you hold your phone up to, a QRS reader,
Ah, QR codes.
QR codes.
QR codes. That would be cool.
That would be
that's
way
cool.
cool.
You have 15 seconds.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, then it's mine.
Did anybody get that?
That would be very
Yeah.
cool.
Several people are pondering, honey.
QR codes. I went to, when I did my scientific poster, and you can put in a little 1, and then over outside away from the infographic you can put in a 1, and then you can write everything you want to write about that particular thing, and then put a 2, and then
Oh, but would somebody be able to like quickly look at that and understand that?
they're
like when you
supposed to be able to get the main idea out of your infographic, and if they want more info, they would follow the 3 and go over there, and they can read everything,
So it's like when you put an asterisk by something.
like when you cite something within a paper.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took this piece, but if you want to know more about this little
Like they
piece
do
right
on
here, you follow
Wikipedia.
this link and you go over there, and then you have a whole webpage about it. Yeah.
It's almost a display of systems thinking.
Very
Because you
much.
have all your ideas in one infographic, and then you have little lines coming out to show what each part means. I've had too much Mountain Dew. I apologize.
I haven't had any. You had one?
If you have something that is circular, like some of us do, you can have 15 different lines pulling
That's
out
what
and
she was talking about yesterday.
having more
like this.
paragraphs of info and crap. Yeah. If it's curved, you can still do the same thing. You just have to have some of them over it, some of them under it.
Or like this.
Like Alex's log that he did. You have to
Yep.
have some up and out.
10 million.
Some above, some below, unless you can fit it all below. Some could be below and some could be below. You know,
Well, I
you
was
have text
thinking, like,
here and
having
there and
another-
there and there and there and there.
Another tree and have the words make like the bark.
You could have a branch coming down off of it and different little stems and leaves and.
Well,
you
for like the
actually write on
taxonomic on the
leaves
left, I
and-
have a tree and have that as the timber wolf, and then on the right for the new wolf.
Yep.
Where'd
So
she
it's
go?
not a lot of words, but it's just enough to explain it, and you can look at it and see something changing, and then
Sure.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So, do you need more help or do you just need more time?
We just need more time.
Okay.
So then it's about time for headphones?
Oh no, I can't work on mine though.
Mrs. Keller,
I need.
do you want to get anything in before we turn loose?
Yes.
Hang on.
Just that I am available. If you guys want, I was helping Riley the other day, and I think he thought it was pretty helpful, sort of, kind of. And I'm happy to help any of you guys.
And it's dead.
All right. So, you should get to work. These are due when?
Friday.
And how many classes do we have between now and Friday?
One, this one.
This one.
This is it. ain't it?
Mr.
We
Schneider.
only have class time to work on it.
She doesn't do it.
What?
I have been told to do on mine.
What if our infographics are out?
I guess you're coming.
Mr. Schneider. Can I go talk to Miss Bitterman about getting like GIMP or something? Because I need that to like build mine.
You have a game tomorrow.
I don't think so, but you can try.
I've been trying to
I think
build
she's
it.
probably at lunch
Sounds like we just need to talk about
at 11:30.
I'll go down there.
When I was here all day, every day, she always ate it with the little kids.
Yep, it's at the corn top. At 6:30.
Why did she get perks?
So I love your idea about having the earth and then
might
having the timeline around it. Is that what I heard you
I
say?
gotta work.
Yeah.
You gotta leave me alone.
That's amazing.
Because I
I
gotta
love
go
this
to
being
the
inside the earth.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Just
gotta
work
go.
on it.
Yep, I'm going.
Anything, but I'm just gonna put the pictures around.
Oh, okay. So maybe, so I'm imagining the earth would be, it's not gonna be huge, it's gonna be small or medium sized, and then the words are gonna go around.
Yeah, medium size and boards are gonna go around.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you'll wanna
Have you
really
written about
simplify
your
your
plant yet?
words. I would
You
think
should do that.
similar to that
Yep, go
infographic
grab your
that
notebook.
Jim showed us that
Grab your
said
plant.
something about, that there's a fish and one of the letters, do you remember that one?
So I'll just
Yeah.
gather
And
photos.
of it.
Exactly.
So
Sure.
just some really simple words, and then what you can do is
Can
have,
I call my dad?
like a,
For what?
like Mr. Schneider recommended, have a number
Because I
one
need my
by certain
iPad.
words or a certain spot on your earth maybe,
Because it
and
has
then
your.
put a number one off to the side, and then that's where all your information is. Or two somewhere, and then
You
number
should
two, all of
go
that
in the hallway
information
and do
about
that though,
that part.
not usually go in.
I really, I wanna encourage you to use the earth
Mr.
to
Schneider, how do you
represent
change
more than
the
just,
Size
you know,
of
the
it
planet
again.
in 10 million years. Like what could we put
Are you starting to get
inside
the
the earth or make on, the numbers on certain parts of the earth? Grab things that are happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your
sorry.
name?
Dog.
Okay, that's right.
There you go.
I'm gonna take the last 6 minutes too.
I'm thinking with you. What is it gonna say outside the earth? Let's start there. What's gonna be your simple phrase?
I don't cannot say that.
So what's the dog becoming? How much does it evolve?
Well, it just changes a little bit, and
Schneider,
it just becomes,
do you have any food?
well, I'm not
Is
gonna
that
do
Oh,
the
you did?
nuclear explosion anymore,
I'm hungry.
because I read that people have to
I'm hungry though.
have, you don't technically have to have a disaster, so I'm just gonna let it change. So it's just, and it's not gonna change a little bit.
How will it change?
What's your timer set?
Well, I think it's just gonna change, like, it's gonna be, I don't know.
So I think this is a conversation. Your disaster, and I was saying, what if we, there's no more humans, what's gonna happen to the dog? Was that you?
Yeah.
I talked to a bunch of people, sorry. Okay.
Did that fly off? I didn't even notice.
That's not part of the assignment, that's not something you have to do, you don't have to do it, it's just something that would help explain the reasoning for why your animal changed. But if nothing's happening and say the human population is increasing, that that's
Joy or no joy?
In Mudville?
domesticated animals.
Has Casey struck out?
And I think we're
Joy.
Okay.
Hmm?
So let's start there, there will
There's
be
no joy in
less.
Mudville.
Is
Joy.
it a Shih Tzu?
Joy.
Was that you?
No, it's a.
There's joy.
A lab.
There's not no joy. There's joy.
So labs need a lot of exercise and they need to run around.
Ready? Want it?
They're indoor dogs usually, I mean, they go outside too,
We're gonna stick it in a different spot. Remember how warm it was yesterday?
so
It was up to 30 degrees Celsius, wasn't it? That was a 7-degree jump.
household size.
And we're gonna see where it goes today. Alright, there you go.
You have to figure.
Oh, look, you even have water just hanging out on the thingy. There's so much water in the front. It's creating an awful lot of moisture in there, isn't it?
Household, I guess that's what I was getting at. What's gonna happen to our buildings?
They're gonna have to be bigger.
The buildings could be bigger, but the earth only has so much
Yeah.
surface area, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
Test.
there'd be less space, like maybe the dogs are gonna have to get used to there being less space. They won't have these huge backyards to run around in. So how might they evolve so that's more comfortable for them? I see your wheels turning.
I don't know.
So big dogs need a lot of exercise, right?
Yep,
Doing
and
the
if there's less places for them to go, then they're not gonna be
Hand
exercising.
thingy.
Yeah.
It's very
So
good
they
on
might
your
shrink
Wednesday.
a little bit. People might
You
breed
wrote Wednesday very
miniature
well.
golden retrievers or
Of course, you knew that though,
miniature
didn't you?
Labrador retrievers.
Well, how much water's in the top? Do you have moisture in the top?
To do with this, right? We're still around.
So you know, I like that. Your moisture is growing though. You've got a lot more moisture than you did yesterday. Are you better?
I know he's right.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Kind of really.
I heard you tried to lose the game a couple times.
Yeah.
I was just making that up.
Did you just
No, you're
trip
right.
over a line and give them the ball or what?
Foul
She
trouble
did
is
trip
what
at
I'm
one
hearing.
point.
Who had foul problems? Everybody? You did? Did Maddie?
Were you a snotty brat? Oh, she's gonna score. Whack.
No, I did. I was like this, and then one
Sure
time I
you
did a
were.
hip.
No,
but
she
the other
was. She
time
didn't
I
move
didn't
anything.
even move.
You moved your hip?
Well, but the other time I didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Who were you
Who was
refs?
the ref that called the foul?
Well, how about my
I don't
hair?
know. I don't know.
Yeah, he had
That
great.
old
He had
guy.
really big ears.
That narrows it
I
down.
don't know.
The
Yeah.
old guy, he's like, I'll be right here if you need a timeout to be called if you can't get the ball in. He's like, oh
Gene?
wait, you're
Which
shooting
was
a
his
free
Gene's
throw.
joke?
And then he said, if you,
I bet it
she kept saying saying something about number 35, Kevin.
Really
Bowling.
really gray hair?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he
Like
said,
it's
what'd you
white.
say?
6'2", big round belly?
Yes.
His jeans dropping back.
No.
Is he kind of taller?
Tall and skinny, or 6'2" and round?
He wasn't round. He's kind of tall and skinny.
That might have been
He's
struck
fat
there.
or skinny.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
They told
He's
us the rest
mediocre.
before the game, and I
Did he have hair longer than me?
Yes.
And white?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably struck.
I don't and then that one
Who's the other one?
There's 3.
Maybe the top is where you start, you have like a
I don't
regular
remember.
retriever.
The one had
One
short
was
hair.
kind of short and he was kind of Hispanic and then
Decreasing in
glasses.
size
Yes.
and having more hair. Also, that maybe this is really weird, but they might have more fur because
We should get the program
we
for
will have
last
fewer
night.
resources because there will be so many humans.
So we get done with the restaurant.
Dogs, so
Done
we
with
can
that.
get
What's the
fur to
officials?
make
Sometimes, but
clothes,
not
or, like, it'll be,
usually.
like, fat, people will have like retriever
Yeah.
or whatever.
So what are we doing?
Modifying.
Instead of hairs, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no.
So you can have retriever at the top, and then as you can show 3 different stages. So you can show the dog how it's being bred with other types of breeds, or maybe it's just the puppies that are.
What else? What else are you noticing? We still haven't. Do you have any idea why this is growing green? Why this is now green water?
Oh yeah, the water's getting green.
Oh, look at the bottom, kiddo. You've got mold growing.
Well, why is that growing
So
there?
would I
And
have,
why isn't it growing there?
like the same dog or change it? Like,
Mhm.
could I like choose like a different type of dog to put as the different
So when we put it in
picture?
here, it's
Or
that
would I have to
reflection
put
makes it
it
look
as
all green, doesn't
that
it?
one the whole time?
It's kinda cool, isn't it?
Well, the picture of the dog will change, right?
Yeah.
The first
So you've got
one is
mold
just
in the water,
today, and then the next
mold
view,
in the water.
build off of that same picture and just make it furrier and smaller. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you can,
Yeah, I get that, but I don't know.
like a picture of what a wolf next, right? Because it's not gonna evolve that much, it's just changing a little bit.
Mr. Schneider, can I go to the bathroom?
So we would like,
What else? Tell me what you see, Jamie.
trying to think of a different size, a dog that's
Don't forget to
small.
look inside too. Tell me what you see. Oh, we're done. Okay.
I'll bring you back.
That's that.
What?
Bring you
No,
back to
it's
pretty
not
size.
for
Okay.
But yeah, if you were
Oh,
breeding
kiddo,
with a different dog,
we are down to 20 degrees Celsius.
And your glasses.
That's a 10-degree drop from yesterday. 20.
Is the cider warm?
2-0.
Okay.
2-0 C.
smaller dogs.
What do you think made it drop 10 degrees?
The really short legs,
Hmm? What do you think?
Corgis?
they have the big ears.
I have one!
Those are so cute.
What do you think?
So maybe it's
Jamie, what was it like outside this morning when you woke up?
smaller that way.
Okay.
I wasn't listening to it. What now?
I asked him what it was like outside this morning when he woke up.
There you go.
What do you say?
What was it like outside?
Was it cold? What was it like up yesterday when we woke up? Do you remember? Or 2 days ago? It was really warm, wasn't it? Yeah. So do you suppose that just being in that window has dropped it 10
And
degrees?
this would all go on the outside.
Do you wonder if
of
that
the-
window was left open?
Yeah, and you don't have to.
I do. Was it open when you came in this morning?
Just show that same picture.
I wonder if somebody didn't leave the window open and dropped the temperature of your dirt.
The next picture is that it's
What do you think?
from the original, but
Mike?
like, are you gonna draw this or are you?
All right,
are
so
you
we're gonna
gonna
plant
line?
3 new seeds.
Can you take Riley's pen out of this computer?
Okay.
So how are you gonna plant
So
those?
that's gonna be kinda difficult.
We're not gonna change your setup, we're only gonna change one variable, because we know that your seeds are dead. And the plants that grew from those seeds died.
Same picture.
So now we're gonna add those. So what kind of a tool do you think you need in order to get those planted? Yeah, we're gonna put them in that dirt that's right there. I think everything about your thing is working really well, except for those seeds couldn't tolerate cold. So we're gonna plant those. How are you gonna plant them?
Shrinking in size.
Should we get you a scoop wheel? Will that do the trick, do you think?
And show like the measurements of like this is how long it is, and this is how tall it is.
Think that'll work?
So people can see that that dog is actually
And those are bean
decreasing
seeds.
in size.
Okay, so let me ask you,
Online you can just
okay?
Google retriever,
Let's give that a shot. All right, where are you gonna put that?
retriever, fluffy retriever, like try to find pictures that show it.
Oh my goodness, look, you couldn't have done that better if you tried.
You got it right
got
in
it
that
right in
little
the
hole in
hole.
the dirt, didn't you?
And then to have the
Now,
Good
do you
job.
think, do you think we need to cover that
like
hole
one
up?
and one, two.
Mike,
This is
what do you
Schneider.
think? Okay, so let's do that.
Huh?
That way you can't accidentally put another one in there either.
It's okay.
Right?
And then we have to still include
There you go. Good job, good job.
things
All
like
right.
we mean,
Good,
like
good, good, good.
taxonomy. This is like.
Awesome. Okay, so now let's add, there you go, now let's add the other seeds. Where do you put those?
They like not Calvin
What do you wanna do with that one?
Yeah.
You wanna leave it there, do you wanna put it down further, what do you wanna do with that seed? Right there, you can push it in a little bit? Alright,
Natural selection and evolution.
alright,
Okay, so those will be showed with the pictures.
Yep.
awesome, now we got one more, don't we?
And then there are the numbers, right? They numbered things to make a little bit. Project.
Is that a phone it passed?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have my phone on my cell phone to be an old time ring anymore, and I love to watch the old sitcoms and stuff, and there's been often that I run out of my room trying to find my phone. And it's actually on TV, which shows my age and my mentality at times. Alright, I'm gonna go clean this up for you.
Welcome to another video from DIY
This
Pieces.
is the name of the new
And this
animal,
one we're gonna take a look
so you'll have to have the new name for your
What are you doing?
Thinking,
This animal that have occurred over time, so
About
your
how to get the thing.
the size and
What's your metaphor?
then you need to provide
I don't remember.
You want your sheet?
explain why.
Or did you just do it for the day and you didn't really think about it a whole lot then either?
I didn't think about it then.
What's your animal?
A leopard.
What about a series of trees or something like that? Or branches off of a tree? Or something like that? Alright, so, well, do you think it's wet enough?
or maybe one of the plants,
I think it is, what do you think?
plants
Sure.
from the
You
neighborhood.
look.
What's your animal?
A leopard.
Yeah, leopards hang out in trees.
You'll do that, if you cite any numbers. And then I would have, here's an idea of your infographic, you come in and up right in the middle of the earth, and then that.
Broken sign for the years.
She thinks that's a good idea. She's gonna talk to Jill.
So like 10 million?
Context.
Like, or would it be the different?
Oh, just like one of the numbers.
To do that, everybody was gonna stick on.
And I can't draw dogs.
Me either.
Take a picture from the internet, on the site.
Get one up on your computer and
Trace. Well, this is just a concept idea. I'm gonna take it and do it on a computer.
well, if you can get GIMP, you can cut and paste. You're gonna get really good at cropping out the.
Well, I took a year course in Photoshop and GIMP.
There you go.
How do I?
What did you notice? You didn't write about the water turning green. You didn't write about why the water's turning green.
Alright, thank
Do
you.
you remember? When Mary lifted that up and we looked at the bottom, what's in the bottom of there that's making that water green? Yeah, you should write about the mold. Turning the water green,
Yeah.
it's on the bottom.
No, but you go get one.
Mold, water, but it doesn't say green. You can maybe put green over here.
Yeah, sure. I don't really
Copy it, put it in PowerPoint,
of it starting over.
Yes.
or you can take it into, you know, the tank,
There you go, good.
over
And it's 20
it.
degrees Celsius. But 2 days ago it was 30.
But if we had Photoshop or
Did you
GIMP,
put
you
down
could just
why?
crop that section out.
You could just crop it with lots of, you don't
What
need
did Mrs.
Photoshop.
Schneider think made it?
You don't need a $1,500 program
Get a
to crop it.
Yeah, it might
You
be
can
the
crop it
window.
in any of the, Word
So you
program
could
now.
put on the
anything.
next line, you could put, maybe the window was left open. Okay, that'll be good.
Yep, window. I'll help you spell it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, planter, new seed.
W I P, E, N, and now I would put a question mark, because that's the question you have going through your head. Is the window being open what caused that temperature? There you go. What do you think? Okay, we can only change one variable at a time, right? Right? What was the variable that we did? We planted 3 new seeds. Yeah, leave it wet. Yeah. But you need to tell your lab number. You need to put it in the lab number. So we
Okay.
planted 3 bean seeds. Bean seeds. Yeah, so we planted P-L, 3, okay, bean, B-E-A-N, E-A-N, seeds. You wanna spell seeds?
Sneeze all over me. That's okay.
God bless you.
So sorry. Hello.
Planted. P-L-A-N, T-E-D. So it's B-E.
Where
E-E-E-A.
did you go?
What it is.
E in between that first one and the second.
Wow.
There is
There you go. Cool.
I bet it.
All right.
Yeah, see that
What do you
little
think,
one.
kiddo? You can only change one thing at a time, and that's planting your seeds. So we have to put back in the same spot in the window, right? Yep. Okay, so put the lid on it. Oops. And then you need to put it back. There you go. And you gotta put that back in the window, or do you want me to? You, me?
I'm curious whose this is. Whose is this? The one that was never open? Mine. Documented? No.
She said no.
You all know that you're supposed to be doing that, right? That has never been stopped.
Oops.
Sorry, Mr. Schmidt.
Have you failed?
Yeah.
Totally.
I think so.
The interesting part is that some of you have a resurgence of new growth.
Yeah, I don't think mine's wrong.
I don't think I have any.
Gracie, do you like my tattoo
Haley.
idea?
That one right in front of the skeleton, does that have any
So
growth?
like white.
Wow, yours isn't even sealed. Yeah, no, cause
You got mad and just didn't even.
Mine, it stayed the same. It's right next to Gracie.
It's really wet in there.
Yes.
Spray's got a dying mold tie.
All right. Who needs
Well, he
help
has
here?
mold in it.
One line.
A sun. Is that what that is? Oh, interesting. What's yours? What's your metaphor?
I don't know.
Mr. Schneider.
I don't
You
know.
have a metaphor thing.
Okay, so you're using as the visual to place the information as opposed to.
Yeah. So can I use this bird?
Absolutely.
Like the
That's what I'm
timeline?
doing, because remember when he was talking about the backbone of that animal? That wingspan. You need to do that, right?
So if I'd like put the times in there,
Yeah, absolutely.
that would work, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Could I start with
Sorry,
a
Jim,
golden lab, because you know those don't have a lot of hair, and then go to a golden retriever because those have more hair.
Is that a tusk?
Oh, pal.
What are you using? What are you using as your?
I don't know. Barry, do you have a plan?
What do you think?
I don't know. Just take out.
She'll get back to us soon.
You froze, so you didn't really hear all of what you said.
Spread them out more.
Okay, okay.
Awesome.
Oh.
Do you have a plan for what Jamin should do next?
Yes, you should get your computer out, kiddo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done. Just so you're aware of that. You getting it started, kiddo? Okay, good. Alex, what you looking at?
I'm looking at hidden things to figure out how I would do it.
How you'd hide things?
Yeah, in the picture.
Why are you hiding things?
Well, not hiding, but kind of making them blend.
Oh, I know.
Like I wanna blend. You see what it is? In that log, that skeleton.
Taxonomic chart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we put words for that on here.
Okay, you guys, the taxonomic chart seems to be causing everybody kind of lots of grief, especially with the don't put a lot of text things on there. Think about how you can visualize that. How do you all visualize that on your posters? You did. What was the initial shape? There you go. I mean, think about the shape first, and then think about how you're gonna put those words so that they're melded together, so you get to see it, but it's not going to be just this blatant list. It's always about that picture, what it represents. Yes.
Instead of doing all of this, try to go and try to copy and paste it.
Absolutely.
Will it work both on the
Sure. Are you doing another PowerPoint slide?
No, I'm just gonna go to a different, I just did a different.
Right. It's still a PowerPoint slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should go right over, yeah. Shouldn't have a problem doing that at all between PowerPoint to PowerPoint.
Or from Word and Excel into PowerPoint.
Doing exactly where I want you to go. You're doing exactly what you should be doing, Jamie, yes. So let's see, get rid of that one, delete that one, you don't need it. Okay, you can delete that one. You can delete that one. And you can delete that one. And you can delete that. There you go. You can delete that, yep, you don't need it. No. And that one you don't need either, and the next two you don't need. You can get rid of that one. You can get rid of that one. Good, good. There you go. I don't know about the rest of them, but the rest of them are like Mrs. Wilson and stuff, so I'm not 100% certain of what she wants you to do with any of that info. Alright. Can you remember how this one goes together?
Yeah.
Okay, show me. Show me how that goes together, kiddo. And I'll be right back with some tape.
It's Kathy Strand's birthday tomorrow.
Really? Do you know who Kathy Strand is? It's one of Mr. Schneider's old crushes.
No.
He's still friends around Facebook. They talk often.
No. Well, it's her birthday tomorrow, so.
That one is
It's a girl
Kathy.
from my class in high school.
Kathy.
Bruna.
Bruna. There you go. I could not think of her.
And Mr. Schneider,
You put- you try.
I was crushing
You try.
on her, but she was crushing
You
on me. Mr. Schneider was crushing on her little brother.
We didn't even know each other at the time.
That's what they all
You couldn't really date anybody from Scotland when I was growing up, because you know.
They're from Scotland.
Yeah. It's kind of like dating somebody from Corsica. You just shouldn't.
Okay, Mrs. Schneider, I need some assistance.
Other than marital advice.
Okay, so I'm copying this one, do not make this so picture, okay? So I go to crop, and then if I do that, then
Oh, no.
this one,
No.
You want which part, Karen?
this little square here.
Oh, interesting. Right, so I wouldn't crop that.
Right click on your picture. Copy the whole darn picture. Open page.
Yeah, you do. You just get in trouble if they're on it.
Well, I'm going on it.
No.
What?
She didn't work for class.
I'm not
I know.
going back in time.
When you're not.
No.
Paint over it?
You have your selection tool. Draw a box around the box. Just start in that corner. Right above that corner.
What?
Like with that.
Your pen's pretty cool.
Cause that was her. That random
Start above that corner.
That random date.
There you go. Now draw a box around the stuff you wanna get rid of. Now. Same darn thing. Clue for you. We should always start away from the edge and go to the edge.
Really? I think you're doing pretty good.
Sometimes you don't get right.
Okay, so that's an arm going. Where would that come from? Would that come from the neck, up by the head, or would that come
Now you
from the
want to
shoulder?
view, and make it smaller. So
You think it comes through your neck? Where does it come from? Where's your arms come from? Are they up by your neck, or are they on your shoulder? Yeah, they're on your shoulder, right? Yeah. So this would be like the shoulder
The
area.
earth, and then the pictures
There
around
you
it,
go.
because
That's
right
much
now,
better. Yeah.
I have a small.
Now you got the whole dang thing selected. So you do control C. Select where you want it. Control V.
Okay, keep trying. Keep going. We'll see. Look at your picture. You've got a picture there, right?
Control V.
Yeah.
Go back again. Click that north corner. Looks up. And is it a chain link? No, it's not chain link. So it will change its shape, but I think.
And you'll wanna show the measurements too.
So it's this?
Same shape, even when you make it bigger. Now you should go grab a corner and pull it, and it should stay a perfect
Yeah, I mean,
shape.
do you think that
And when you get it up as big as you want it,
do you think your audience will be focusing on the earth or the dogs?
I think I'm focusing on the dogs more because that's mainly what it's about.
That's what you want them to focus on.
Yeah.
You'll just have to ask if there's the right answer, unfortunately, you just have to think about, is that graphic gonna direct their vision
go back
towards
over
the
to tape.
dogs, or are they gonna look at the earth?
So I have to be in RAM.
You're on the right track.
Next, let's get the paint bucket.
I make them a little bigger, the dogs.
What color?
The dogs?
is-
Even more bigger?
Black, right?
And
You
if
have
you
black.
make the earth smaller,
Here's
that's
black.
okay, the earth isn't the focus, it's just
There you
it's
go.
showing
Now,
this is the evolution.
so I think you hit the pull down at the bottom there, select, you can hit select all. Yes. And then control C. And then go back over. And kill that one, and put in the new one.
Million.
And wait, you never know. Did it stay?
Actually,
And then you can take the next ball. It's darker.
What do you think, Jeff? What does this look like? That's something you've already put out? What do you think? Like an arm? Where do you think that one's gonna go? Keep going.
When you see a picture of something and then it shows measurements in that picture, what does that usually look like? I think of furniture or
Yeah, now you gotta zoom out.
you're looking at something,
All of those little
like
different
where are the lines drawn
sections.
to show
But if you can hit the lines
measurements?
will go away too. No, they're just divisions between countries or counties or.
No. Oh, you want these moved over? I can do that.
Do you like
Then you don't have to move your mouse. You can leave it almost where it was.
line, how big it is right under?
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
And then right beside.
Ready? The USB app.
And remember, we're keeping it, it's the rule of KISS, keep it simple, stupid, which is what Jim told us about. I wouldn't have too many things on there, you can always add that information off to the side when you are talking more about each dog.
I think I'll just have like one line and then a measurement and then another line.
I need a charger.
I love it.
Right in the middle.
Just show this right there, this dog is 3 inches, whatever.
And I think the
I'll be darned, I think you remembered how to do it.
website shows
Alright,
how big.
you're doing pretty good.
Perfect, so you start there, yeah, and then figure out how much smaller.
Okay.
Just right and down.
Yeah. It doesn't make much difference. It's really, you can switch these and make it go down. Cause the wings are the same. It doesn't matter which one is on which side. Yep. Now you gotta do the legs. Oh, yeah, there's fingers on the end. On the right. Yep. Where are the fingers at? Yep.
This website just says how tall they are. So could I just do the height?
You could just do height. Absolutely. I'm sure you can find other websites though that.
Yeah.
Making sure that all those images are actually on there, it's not a link to those. Before I remove them.
But yeah, just start with height.
What are you looking at here now, kiddo? Where are you at?
Oh, you need one more hand. You need fingers over here too.
Methodically doing what he does, so. Okay, oops, so those are the pieces that you have left, right? So let me ask you this, do you see any of these that are similar to each other? That you could pair them up, because you know that, you know you have two hands, right? You know you have two legs and 2 feet, right? So are any of these similar to each other, so that you can pair them up?
Yeah.
This one and what? This one's a hand? Alright. So you think it goes there? Okay, how about these? You have, just look at these right here. Can you pair them so that they're the same items together?
Do you select like color? No. Grab that picture, send it to me in an email.
This one that I just was looking at,
Mm-hmm.
or the actual picture?
I don't care. Whichever one. Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. As soon as I open GIMP, I can do exactly what you need to do in like a minute and a half or less.
I'm gonna take your last 6 minutes, so plan accordingly.
I don't think you can.
I bet I can.
So what are we doing for those last 6 minutes?
I'm going to torture you.
Push it.
New.
With your feet on the table.
I will never ask you to do anything that I can't do.
No push-ups. With your
I
feet
bet
on
you
the table.
would, this is better.
Yeah, I might think about it, but it's only to make myself look better. I am
probably
not,
flop.
but I think my boys are pretty special, yes.
Oh, I can.
Come on, stupid thing.
Riley, you can do a pen.
I suppose that QC field is, it just sucks.
I'm under Baldy.
Think I can install broadband.
He's very well. Nobody likes police weights.
Alex, you waste more paper than
He
me.
does.
What do I know?
That's why they invented erasers.
You're a horrible
Yeah, but I draw
person.
really hard.
Or
not.
backs.
Yes, but you're getting rid of data.
Or the back of.
It's from a band.
You never know when you wanna use that data again.
And he never uses the back of a piece of paper. He
I think
always-
they're throwing you underneath the environmental bus here,
He
kiddo.
only uses
Obviously,
the
That's the reason why there's no bands.
It is he the reason? Alex is responsible for the tree loss in the United States.
Alex.
Probably
Oh,
am.
cool, now you just need to mimic
Stop
that, right?
wasting trees.
Huh? Well, you tell me.
You're so American.
Don't throw it away.
Why didn't you
No,
recycle
you
it?
do it, I'm not gonna tell you.
When you're down the hall.
Oh, that's a lot.
Where is this
I
one?
like to show
Already.
off your brain, but not at the good times.
You've already
Not
put one
really.
very similar to this somewhere, where'd you put it?
Pretty stupid a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Never send you
so
smart
give it a
ideas,
shot.
you show it off.
Come on, stupid thing.
Lord.
Okay.
What?
No.
Up your number.
Ah, thank you.
I can't believe that's even a thingy. That is hilarious.
This is how a mammoth.
Me, whenever I'm drawing. I don't like drawing.
Alright, come here, Paige.
Haley.
Select,
Oh, perfect.
Haley, sorry. Select by color, click the black. Just selected all of the black. Selection,
No, it's hairy. It's
invert, just selected everything.
I'm gonna go from Harry.
I would have had her create a white box and just place it over the top of it.
Over the top of what?
Over the top of the picture you were trying to crop out.
I love.
Yeah, I did that, but now I'm gonna put all the things the same color.
So let me ask you this, ready? Look at this one, which is perfect. Does it look like this one? Nope, so what are you gonna do to fix that? What do you think? We need to make this side look like this side, except it's gonna be the opposite of it, right?
Select that. Select by color. Click black.
So precise.
Select. Invert. Got everything. Do you want the border lines gone too?
Sure.
Okay, and then what?
Once we get this tab up, I'll
Because it doesn't work on a duh.
It's like, look at that.
Okay, do you think these two look alike yet? Don't look at this, just look at this one right here and look at this one right here. Do they look alike?
Something like that?
Sure.
No, they don't.
Draw that.
How long is this one? Don't look at, you don't need your phone right now. How long is this one?
Does GIMP
Is it
have
the same as
magnetic
this one?
or
No, is this one
the
shorter?
razor where you
So
can go and
should we find one
outline
that's
it
the
and cut
same
that
as
out?
this one and put it there? Which one? And it's gonna come from here, right?
It has the magnetic thing, magnetic select.
You
So
do
then
it
you
over
cut
here.
that image out
Yep.
and delete everything else around
You
it.
have to like make clicks all the way around
Yeah,
it,
that-
and then it'll, when you get
We're not
back,
gonna
it'll.
move anything over to
snap.
there, we're just gonna
Yeah.
move these around
It
so
will.
that they match
Now I
up
want
here,
a big fat
right? Cause remember, you just told me that one's shorter and you're right, right? So we want a different one that's there, we want one that's
So I just
that
have to
length.
add 2 more in.
So where are you gonna get that?
And then
It's
I
gonna
have
be
to
from here, Jamin,
number of
it's
it.
gonna be
I
from
still just
here.
wanna get the tater
You've got these 4 pieces. I want you to find the piece that's that one.
waffle sticks.
There we go.
Do you use
All right, give it a
measurement
shot.
and hope for the
Yeah.
best?
I have it on the PowerPoint document,
Good.
so that's just-
Now we need to find that one right there.
I painted every one of
Where's
those
that
little
one?
things.
Good.
Painted all the bottom one.
Oh, I forgot about
Let's
that.
paint
Let's
it fluffy.
Well, I get it.
Bluff, do you think?
Let's paint it fluffy.
Go down?
I don't know if we're
Cotton
painting-
candy.
Are we printing these
The
out?
rabbit also makes that.
Good
You gotta tell those ones
Then what?
together because people that, when you tell the stick one first, people like the literal term, and they'll be
Now
like,
again, it's mirrored, right?
I don't know.
So if this
and then
one's going that
you'll
direction,
be
which
like,
direction do you think that one needs to go? There you go. Good job. Now what?
cotton candy.
I hate it when I'm stupid.
Now what?
There you go.
You will need something to write with in about 4 minutes.
Okay.
I'm capable of doing that.
There you go. Good job. Is that
Someone
harder
with the
that
dog
second
can
time?
totally do like a paw.
A little bit? You did very well. Alright. You can put those, you wanna take
I'm
another picture
surprised
of
no
it?
one with monkeys becoming human like.
What? Let's put this back in here. Okay?
Can I go, never mind.
No, you can't.
I was gonna ask my
I
kid,
know,
that's why.
you can't.
What is this called?
How is that not in there? That's where I put it, right?
Schneider, I'm surprised no one did like a Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
I can see Mason doing that if he was here.
B, D, F, M. There's no A.
Yeah.
Alright, that's why I didn't close it.
You want paper these days?
This is just easier on paper.
Are we gonna watch Time Machine again?
We are.
Yes.
Are we gonna skip a page again?
We could, yes. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Desktop.
Can we
You guys
have
think I waste paper, but I'm building
trees
some
for your
big
costume?
logs out of sawdust and newspapers.
Yeah, you should remind
We're
us.
starting
to
to,
Writing on the table.
make up
That is
for
the
that
writing
now.
on the table.
Well, I-
Isabel.
I recycle at home.
I'm not writing on the table, I'm doing art on the table.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm talking to Isabel. No, I know. It's in the writing on
I
the
need to
table.
build a shredder
Are you
where
gonna
that I
what?
can feed cardboard in it and it shreds it, so I can use it for those
Oh, it's got
logs.
a treat.
And
You should remind, you
image
should like tell us in
and
advance
color,
what day
and
they're
then
watching it.
Can I draw on them?
set transparent color and make the black transparent.
Okay, thank
And then
you.
you should be able to put letters
Here.
behind it.
I mean, it's
Or you
hard-
could eat a really good dinner.
Okay,
Should be
So
good.
do we, so not eat out of school?
that's hard to do
You're not doing
here.
it till Friday. Remember, your modifications and your next drafts aren't due until Friday.
So not eat at the school?
No, you should eat at the school.
Why? Well, then we can't get a good dinner
Alright.
if we do that.
I need your
Los
attention.
Angeles,
You need to
but
go
then-
sit down beside Mr. Schneider for just a few seconds.
Yeah.
Can you do that, Jamin? Huh? You can start shutting your computer down, yeah? You need something to write with in that sheet of paper that I gave you. Folded hamburger style.
Wait, you-
Okay, give me a second.
You can shut down your computer.
And no computers. Don't need your computer. Did I not give you one? I'm sorry.
Mary, do we need another picture of the?
No,
Do you want
because
this to
Okay.
go in?
I've already told him to put it into the envelope.
Put it back in the little red envelope.
Awesome, awesome.
You're done
awesome.
for the day. You can pack it up and get ready for lunch.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I don't wanna see your computers open either, so you can just shut those. I'm getting there. Hamburger, not hot dog this time. Oh, gosh, hamburger, sorry. Oh,
You know your food groups.
I don't think she does.
They're both in the same food group of meat.
We
No,
were,
they're not. One's
we were talking,
fries.
ready?
Meat
Okay,
dish.
my turn now. We were talking earlier about multitasking, right? And how, your generation all thinks that you can multitask. You
Yep,
can't.
I can't.
Awesome, so we're gonna test this theory just a little bit, ready? So on the top. So you're all here, right? Right, here, okay, okay. Everybody cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw 2 horizontal lines, but make sure you've got room to write on both.
Good.
Draw 2 horizontal lines. For those of you that don't know, horizon.
You knew that.
All right, good. I knew you knew that. I was just testing my own thought. You don't need a straight edge, just draw 2 horizontal lines.
I want it to be perfect.
Silly people.
I would have made them do 1/3 of the way down, 2/3 of the way down.
Awesome. All right.
Wow, now you make my.
2 horizontal lines.
Close enough.
Everybody cool? Anybody need more time for that? Alright, this is gonna be kind of an on your own merit kind of timing, right? You've all got that one up there, you've got that one up there. If you wanted to use your phone, your stopwatch on your phone, you should do that as well. You need to time yourself, but your next task is the following, okay? On one line, you need to write, don't do it yet, you gotta start out at the same time. On one line, you need to write 1 through 20, and on the other line, you need to write, I am a great multitasker. Go ahead, time yourself. On one line, you're gonna count how long it takes you. On one line, write, I am a great multitasker. On the other line, write 1 through 20.
So
Mr.
that's
Schneider has a
all
question.
Is there, rules for how they write this?
On the horizontal
Okay.
line.
1 through
I'm
20.
All right, let's go.
Ready? One more time. Everybody listen to understand this time. On one line, you're going to write, I am a great multitasker. On the other horizontal line, you're gonna write 1 through 20, the numbers, 1 through 20. No, at 2 different times. Go. Time yourselves. No, write them all out.
Oh.
Yes. Write all the numbers out, not write 1 through 20.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. You're good.
What do you mean?
Stop. How long?
30
Just write. You're good. Write it down.
Yeah, I started at the 6 and then I ended at 4.
Yeah, just write down how long it took you. Just so I know. Yeah, Jeff was perfect. Is everybody done? Usually 20, 35 seconds, somewhere in that range?
Yeah.
Anybody take a lot longer than that?
I got 35.
35, 45, okay.
I mean,
20.86.
Good, good, good. Alright, ready?
Happy birthday to Son
There you go.
from your 7th grade girlfriend.
Right, turn it over. So now looking at the other side, but you can't see what's written there, right? And again, write 2 horizontal lines, but make sure please that they're on top of each other this time. I know some of you did this and then this, so
They
just
can't
make
be
sure they're on
beside.
top of each other like this. Parallel, right? Is that parallel?
This on the back side?
Zipper?
Yes, on the
Well,
back side.
these won't be perfect parallel.
Oh
It'll
my
be close
gosh.
enough.
Yes.
Alex.
Don't
Wow.
make me punch you in the
Are we
shoulder.
good?
I'm about to punch you.
Alright, hang on a minute, new rules. Okay? Everybody listen this time. In this time, you are only allowed to do 1 line, 1 letter, then you must go to the other line and do the next thing. So on one line, you're still doing numbers 1 through 20,
Oh, okay.
but the next line you're doing, I am a great multitasker, but you have to go 1, I, 2, A, etc., 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 etc. Does everybody understand the rules?
Yeah.
Again, you're timing yourself.
I don't understand.
One
Do you not
character
understand?
per
You're
line.
still doing 1 through 20 up here.
Yeah.
I am a great multitasker down here, but you have to do 1 and then I, 2 and then A, 3.
All right.
down. All right, go. Just chill.
2 minutes and then lunch.
He can put his coat on.
You can put on your coat and get ready for lunch. Yeah, right now. Because there's only 2 minutes left.
No, it doesn't work that way. Because it's already there, the only thing you're doing is just strictly copying it.
forgot. But it took a long time. Yeah.
Hang on, finish.
Literally have it written down. It took like double.
I know, but it's-
Not quite.
I don't even know if I did this right.
Is everybody done?
Yep.
One of two things typically happens in that instance, either your time increases huge amounts or you make a mistake.
I didn't notice about grade or what.
I had
I messed
33.46 and then 49.
I know, I was like, I'm trying to
It's
like, I was
because your
going for
brain is
numbers.
trying to split, you're trying to do
I
two
was
things
like,
at the
I
same time.
am I'm a grade, and
I feel incredibly silly when I'm doing it because I'm like, I'm a moron.
That's what happens when you text and drive, people. You're gonna fail at something.
Amy Brenner.
But what about those people that
Coming
can't not
through
look
the
at
door
the phone and
instead of running
text?
into it.
There's not that many of those left anymore.
Oh, not
because
yours,
it's,
sorry.
And they all have
iPhone.
flip phones with buttons. Yep. You can't get away with that on a flat screen.
I've
Unless you're
done it a few times, but it has to be like
But you
5 or
weren't-
6 words.
But you weren't driving at the time
I
and
was riding my bicycle.
worried about, oh my goodness.
I was doing it one-handed riding bicycle.
I can see
Have
a
a good
face
life.
plant into a
I didn't.
tree.